Hi Scorpio, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for August 14th through September 13th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Sunshine Tarot. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life, such as work, family, job, career, money, friends, that sort of thing. All right, Scorpio. What do you need to do, Scorpio? What do you need to do? Yeah, Seven of Cups. Well, you're confused. Seven of Cups here. Feeling a rush of emotion, or a lot of things going on right now. Lots of options. Keeping your options open, perhaps. You never disappoint, Scorpio. You never disappoint. All right. Emperor. That could be Aries. The Tower, there you are, Scorpio. So we got Scorpio. Queen of Swords, that could be Libra. The Hermit, that's Virgo. The Hangman, that's Pisces or Cancerian. Queen of Pentacles, that's Capricorn. And Justice, that's Libra. Look at you, Scorpio. Whew, coming in hot. Pisces or Cancerian here with the High Priestess. Good gracious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of, what is it, 9 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 out of 9 cards are major arcana, so this is pretty significant. All right, so let me get a feel for it here. This is about needing to restore balance and stability in your life. Could be somebody that has kind of withdrawn from you after you've said what you wanted, or after you have stated your case, or just said under no uncertain terms, this is how things need to be. You could have broken up with somebody, or just had a verbal exchange that caused them to want to pull away. This could be you doing something completely unexpected and reaching out to someone you haven't had communication with in a long time. But either way, after you've said your piece, it looks like this is about, out of self-preservation, needing to withdraw and pull back. We got the Hermit, we got the Hangman, and we've got the High Priestess here. So, this is all about being under yourself because of a breakup. Because you've had these realizations as well, and have realized that this is just not going to work. You could have talked to somebody and they advised you. All right. We got the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups here. So that's all about things not going anywhere and walking away because of that, because things were stagnant. Could be a sexual relationship and it wasn't anything more, and you maybe wanted something more, so you're like, well, I'm out. And we have the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Someone looking at their options out of self-preservation. Someone holding down the fort while patiently waiting and hoping that things come to fruition. Could be that. Either way, this is someone, we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here. This is all about wanting things to stay the course, to be consistent, to have stability. And Eight of Cups and Three of Wands could be about movement forward or movement in general. So this could be waiting for someone to move closer so that you could have some potential with each other. But at the same time, it seems to be like there's this weariness to waiting, that you kind of got tired of waiting for things to work out. So we got the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups. That could be Pisces. And this is all about being happy and feeling fulfilled and content. Situationally so, though. This isn't like, it's not like the Sun card or anything, but this is a good enough card because it's about being content with where you're at. For this moment in time, I feel good about where I'm at and what I have and what I'm doing and what I want, where I'm going and who I love. And it's a good, peaceful, contented feeling. Then we got the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Not so contented, not so peaceful. You can't see that. Okay. Let's do this. Ooh, it spins. Someday soon I'm going to get something that works better here. There it is. All right. All right, Scorpio. So you're patiently waiting for something to work out, but the waiting is taking its toll. Perhaps there's a conversation or a discussion that happens that you're like, you know what? I need to do the mature thing here. I need to do the right thing. And I realize that I've been waiting for my happiness that involves you, person, and I need to take care of that myself. So I'm going to kind of pull back and start to focus on that and try to concentrate on what I can do for myself rather than relying on this person to make me happy. I'm going to shift the focus. I'm going to pull back my emotions where it's not healthy for me to be so invested out here. I need to pull it back into my present day, into myself, see what I can do for myself. And then we've got flat out restriction here. I don't think this is cheating, or maybe, I mean, it could be. We got Seven of Swords here. This could be deception and cheating, but it just, and because of the cheating, there's this completely shutting down and withdrawal. But is that what happened? You got tired of waiting for someone and then you cheated and they found out about it, but then were they ever really with you if you were having to wait for them? Like, what the heck was keeping them from you? Why couldn't you two be together? Why were you having to wait for them? Because here you are going, I realize it's unhealthy to be looking at you for all my happiness and waiting for you, so I got to take care of myself. I get it now. I want to do what makes me happy. I don't want to wait anymore. But then we've got, there's something about this 7 and 8 of Swords that's bothering me. What's this Tower about for Scorpio? What's this Tower about for Scorpio? Ace of Pentacles. All right. Oopsie. Well, that just kind of landed, didn't it? That's the Page of Pentacles. Oh, too many cards. Page of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. Yeesh. That's being disappointed with a less than desirable offer. What's this Queen of Swords about? Queen of Cups. Got the King of Cups here. What's this Hermit about? Huh. So is this someone that has, we got the Ace of Swords here, is this someone that has cut things off, that has said, I need time to think about things? And you're like, well, I got to do what I got to do. So I think this is you, it's the damnedest thing, but it's almost like, well, okay, here you are feeling like, I need to get some stability and control in my life. I kind of thought this person was going to provide that for me, but apparently not. So you shift from waiting for this person to kind of wanting to do things situationally in the moment to make yourself happy, to take your mind off of waiting for this person. But then shenanigans start. We got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords here. Is this about limiting your involvement with this person and kind of withdrawing just like they're withdrawing? Is this game playing back and forth, silent treatment? Is this devotion and waiting turned into like strategic maneuvering around each other? Because at first it was sincere, but did you get tired of it after that? And then this is are you realizing now that this was not going to be the stability that you wanted? I don't. What's this hangman about? For Scorpio. What's this hangman for Scorpio? Hierophant. Again with the stability and the control. Not a bad thing. What's this Queen of Pentacles about? Oh, God bless it. All right, this is, God, dog it. There's a King of Pentacles. This is about you needing to have stability and control in your own realm. This is about you, instead of looking and waiting for someone else that you thought was going to join the fold, this is about you providing that stability and security for yourself and taking care of yourself and emotional needs by providing for yourself, not waiting for this person to enter the picture so that you two can merge together. It's like you've been on hold, Scorpio. It's like you've been on hold, and either you're realizing that this was never the stability you thought it could be or was going to be, or you have discovered some kind of cheating or some kind of shenanigans and it's made you withdraw, and what you thought was stable and secure has now been kind of, that illusion has been dismantled or shattered. So there's been some kind of awareness reached here about this person or this situation is not what you wanted. It's not as desirable as what you wanted. It's not what you thought it was going to be. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a Virgo. We've got Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. It's almost like as you're trying to have a heart-to-heart and appeal to them emotionally, they've withdrawn and cut things off. It could be that there's... But the thing is, after, and again, it's confusing because as you pursue, they retreat. As you retreat, they pursue. But you're never doing this. It's always this. It's kind of game playing. It's honestly, I mean, it's kind of game playing. The minute you say, okay, I want to shift gears and I don't want to have to wait, and I'm really going to try for the health of both of us, I'm going to try and focus on, you know, things that I want to do in the moment so that I'm not obsessing and falling down a rabbit hole and just feel like my life is waiting around for you. And the minute you do that, shenanigans start. What the heck happened? I mean, look at this. We got the Tower. And it feels like the minute you stopped waiting and wanted to do for yourself, that's when the problem started. That's when they cut things off and we're like, well, I need to think about a few things. Well, what the hell do you need to think about? I've been thinking about this for the longest time ever. Maybe I get to have some fun and you get to wait for me. Like, what is this I need to pull away and think for a little bit? What are you talking about? What's this Justice about? Let me show you Justice. Justice about. Justice and judgment. Well, phew. All right. This feels like you are done waiting for someone else. This is about you establishing your own stability and control and being able to count on and rely on yourself and provide for yourself and not waiting for someone else anymore. I think that was more about the connection and emotional fulfillment and connection. I don't think we're talking about money here, but I think you really believed someone or had a lot of faith in this person as far as you two being able to connect. And I think the wait was just too much at this point. And this is about you realizing that you need to withdraw from this situation and start providing for yourself that which you were hoping this situation or this person could provide for you. There's a lot of pentacles here, but I think that's more about stability. I don't think you were waiting around for someone to finally show up to support you and things like that. I think this is about wanting to connect and to be with somebody. It could be a Virgo, but it just... I'm not kidding you. It's like when you told them, well, I'm going to start doing this then because I've waited this long, and you know, you'll get here when you get here, but I can't keep waiting. I need to start doing things. I need to start having some fun. Like I want to develop my hobby again, or I want to go here and see this, or I want to travel, or I want to whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, then, I don't know anymore. I need to pull back and think about this. Wait, what? Because I said I wanted to go see a movie, you're like questioning my devotion? Like, that's what it feels like. And I know that's unreasonable and it's dramatic, but it feels like once you moved away from being so readily available for this person, problems started. That's what it feels like. It feels like they didn't like that. So that right there, very wisely so, I think you get it. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but it looks like that made you shift and realize, oh, maybe things aren't what I thought they were. Like, this is not, what kind of shenanigans is this? Like, apparently I need to be very careful, And now this is you going, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to put up with that. That's for darn sure. But I'm also probably not going to be reaching out and involving myself. I have to be strategic from this point forward. Like, you don't want to be, I don't know. It's like you don't want to, it's like this is a revelation to you. This right here, that them kind of withdrawing and pulling back is like a shock to you. And you're like, oh, I need to rethink some things here. I'm in a quandary here. We got 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups here. That is all about finding out new information and being like, oh crap, what do I do with this? Wait a minute, what? And having to re-examine the situation from what you thought it once was. So this is all kinds of layered and nuanced here. And this feels like, we got the Ace of Swords and we got the Tower here, along with maybe, a separation or breaking up. This is also you having epiphanies going, oh, okay, wait. And all of a sudden there's all this information now you've got to kind of synthesize and deal with because, new information, wait a minute. It goes from me waiting and being, stable, hoping maybe for a move, that we're planning on moving closer together, waiting, and back and forth, to me starting to want to take charge of my own happiness in the meantime, and then that's when the shenanigans start? What's this High Priestess about? What's High Priestess about? Knight of Swords. Again with the realizations, and this is about you pulling back from this situation, going inward, to think about how to best care for yourself going forward, how to best care to rebuild faith, to get out in front of this, or to establish some control and stability for yourself. This is all about your next steps in light of what has happened. And you've probably been relying heavily on friends throughout this time because this person, you don't know what to make of it. You're like, what the heck's going on here? I can't believe this. So there's probably been a lot of talking to friends and hopefully having them advise you, or people that care about you, people that can give you advice on this, that care about, you talk to you about how to navigate this. But this is about you needing to withdraw and think about how to best care for yourself moving forward, because this person does not look like they want to be in the picture moving forward. And this is about you needing to get out in front of it and take charge of this situation for yourself now. What else for Taurus? And the thing is, either they're going to come back and say, you're at the crossroads, because either they're going to come back and say they're sorry and want a second chance, but you know what? Too little, too late. That's some shenanigans. You wait around, you're having plans to move towards each other. It's hard because you're apart. If it's not distance, there's something keeping this person from you. But either way, you've waited. And in good faith. And then when it comes up like, what about your happiness? That's when shenanigans start. That's just not, that's not right. That doesn't feel good at all. And I think that was an eye-opener for you too. And that's why there's this withdrawal. And, it could be very well that either they come back and they say they're sorry, but too little, too late. It could also be that instead of them coming back and saying they're sorry and it's too little, too late, this is you in review of the past, right here, because we got the Hermit and we got the High Priestess, and looking at the past, seeing it for what it is, and realizing that, okay, you know what, it's good and just that we are apart. It's very fair. The scales are balanced that we're apart, because I see things for what they are now, and it would not have been a relationship that was equitable. It probably would have been one-sided. This person always would have been a little bit distant from me, and I would have always had to kind of been waiting or approach, avoid. So, yeah. What else for Scorpio? Knight of Swords. Again, Knight of Swords, decisive action. That's what we see right here. That's getting out in front of it. Oops. It's also, this could be, although I think by the time you get over here, you're not in conversation with this person anymore. So it's not like it's an explosive fight or anything. I think it's also unexpected thoughts and revelations and awareness, much like the Tower is right here. So I think it's after you two are in separation that you realize all that's been going on. Like, wait a second. This person never really wanted it, or this person might have been playing games, whatever. I mean, each situation is different, right? So it's going to be, personal to that. But these are those realizations that are going to come over you in hindsight. And there's going to be a lot of that about over the course of the next few months. It's just realizing, hey, wait a second, when you're looking at things objectively. All right, what else? What else for Scorpio? Did I do this one yet? I did not. That's for Scorpio. That's for Scorpio. Could have sworn I did these. No, didn't I? Good. It says reflect. Good. Because we got the High Priestess and the Hermit and Justice and the Hangman. That's all about looking at things objectively. The paradigm or the focus shifting. New awareness coming in. Being able to reflect, listening to your intuition. What else for Scorpio? All right, we got the World, and we got the Knight of Swords. I think that's reversed. Again with the Knight of Swords. Good gracious. So I know that's the World reversed, right? Yeah, that's the World reversed. Knight of Swords. I never remember that damn Knight of Swords. Alright, so the World reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. So this is about things never quite coming to completion because somebody might have been just a tad controlling. Maybe this is someone that, this could be passive aggressive. This could be somebody that has a lot of demands but doesn't have a lot of follow through, has a lot of requests, a lot of expectancies, but doesn't really make good on their end or doesn't follow through, to the point of stagnation or inactivity, but they certainly have a lot to say about it, but there's just nothing. And we kind of see that here with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups, or the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, that things might have been kind of stuck and feeling like, okay, well, maybe if we moved closer together. No, maybe if I just take a breather. Maybe if there's that whole, a lot of conversation about it, a lot of decisions, but nothing's happening. And this is that the lack of completion, the lack of fruition, that nothing ever really got off the ground. And it was because somebody else didn't ever really follow through and take the initiative, take action based on decisions. It was just a lot of kind of revving the engine, if you will, but no forward movement. So what you're going to do, Scorpio, is you're going to pull back and withdraw. No more conversation, no more negotiation, no more talking to this person. Honestly, if they come and apologize, you do your life, your call, but it feels like this is too little too late. Because as soon as you start to kind of assert yourself and say what you want to make happy and whatnot, and I'm going to do this while I'm waiting, I'm just going to keep myself busy if that's all right with you. And they're like, what? Like, it just seems like that's when the problem started, is when you kind of tried to assert yourself. Or at least, look, I'm falling down a rabbit hole waiting. So, and then that's when the shenanigans start. You've been waiting a while, so what the heck? And then you pull back. Good for you. I mean, if they come and apologize, I've thought about it. Well, you do you, but I would not be happy about that. I would not answer that door. This is the Emperor and the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. It's all about reestablishing boundaries and control and self-efficacy and feeling like you can count on yourself and you're back on top again and you're back in control of your own life. You're not waiting and have your life on hold. All right, shutting up. I thank you for stopping by, Scorpio. There was a lot of cards here. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.